Imagine standing at the edge of tomorrow, the hum of energy vibrating through the air, the smell of innovation thicker than the fumes of yesterday's machines. And then you hear it, a sound not of clattering pistons or choking exhaust, but of silence, controlled silence, sharpened into speed, sculpted into power. That silence belongs to one name that is redefining what it means to ride, Ultraviolette F77 Original. This is not just a motorcycle. This is not just mobility. This is the rewriting of an entire chapter in performance, design, and the human experience of freedom. From the very first glance, the F77 does not whisper, it roars, even before ignition. A design language that looks like it has been pulled straight out of a fighter jet's DNA. Angular, aggressive, futuristic, uncompromising. It does not beg for attention. It demands it. Every single line is engineered to slice the air, to announce its presence long before the rider even twists the throttle. This is not form following function. This is form becoming function. And then comes the heart, the powertrain. Forget what you knew about electric. Forget the myth that silence is weakness. Because the F77 Original launches with 27 horsepower, a peak torque that snaps from the first twist, and a blistering acceleration that makes city limits feel like mere suggestions. 0 to 60, 3 seconds. 0 to 100, in the time it takes you to exhale. This is electric that doesn't compromise. This is electric that embarrasses the doubts of yesterday. But power is only half the story. Range, the ultimate measure of endurance. The F77 doesn't leave you hunting for sockets or chained to short rides. With a battery pack built like a vault, designed and engineered to survive the extremes, you can push beyond 200 kilometers on a single charge. Think about that. 200 kilometers of unrestricted, uninterrupted freedom, without the guilt, without the smoke, without the noise. Yet, there's more to this story than specs and numbers. Because hidden inside the F77 Original is a philosophy, a belief that the motorcycle is not just transport, it is identity. Ultraviolette has engineered this machine with a digital soul. The moment you sit, you are not just a rider, you are connected. An advanced display gives you real-time telemetry, data that once belonged to race teams and engineers. Every ride becomes a story, every kilometer recorded, every lean angle analyzed, every watt of energy tracked. It is not just a bike, it is a performance laboratory that moves with you. And the features, oh, the features they didn't shout about in the posters. A battery pack tested to military standards, shockproof, dustproof, and waterproof, designed for the unpredictable Indian terrain, the floods, the heat, the extremes. Remote diagnostics that allow your bike to talk to the cloud, to tell you its health before you even worry. Geofencing that protects your ride like a loyal guard. Ride modes that adapt your motorcycle's heart to your mood. Glide when you want to flow, combat when you want to command, and ballistic when you want to unleash the full beast within. Let us talk price, because vision is only as powerful as its accessibility. The Ultraviolette F77 Original lands at a point that doesn't just make sense, it makes a statement. At around 3.8 lakh rupees, what you are buying is not just a machine, but the future compressed into metal, silicon, and electricity. Compare it to the fuel you burn, the maintenance you bleed, the upgrades you endlessly chase, and suddenly, it feels less like an expense and more like liberation. But here is the truth most people miss. You are not just buying a motorcycle. You are buying the future of performance. Imagine this. A decade ago, the world laughed at electric cars. Today, they dominate drag strips and boardrooms. The F77 is that same spark in the motorcycle world. To ride it is to own a piece of history in motion, to be part of the first wave, the first generation that dared to challenge the inertia of the past. Now let me bring you closer. Picture yourself at dawn. The streets are quiet, the city still half asleep. You press the start button. The screen lights up like a cockpit, sensors humming alive. No noise, no drama, just silence waiting to be weaponized. You twist the throttle, and the surge comes instantly. No lag, no waiting, just raw, unfiltered torque. Corners arrive, and the weight distribution, the razor-sharp chassis, the tuned suspension, it all responds like it knows you better than you know yourself. By the time the sun is up, you are not commuting. You are conquering. You are no longer just a rider. You are the pilot of the future. And that is the hidden power of the Ultraviolette F77 original. It is not here to fit into your life. It is here to change the way you think about movement, about energy, about performance. It takes the guilt out of speed, the compromise out of sustainability, the limits out of freedom. For years, we were told that we must choose between passion and responsibility, between performance and preservation. The F77 stands in front of you as proof that you can have both. You can have it all.